Hello and welcome to the finals of this first look at Kaladesh. We'll be on the play, thank you. Yeah, good hand. This is kind of the hand you yearn for if you're splashing a color, just that turn one forest with a Tune the Ether to fix your mana for the rest of the game. So all this hand has to worry about is like a really unlucky draw of some kind, like just a bunch of forests in a row. Yeah, let's get our swamp. I did change the deck for the finals, just like you might at Friday Night Magic or whatever. So I took out Aradara Express for the 3/4 Griffin. It's just a more reliable play. And I took out a forest for... I took out a swamp for a forest. Those plays definitely seem good. We'll have to be a little careful if our opponent plays a 1 toughness artificer. But besides that, we just pass it here. Art on this card's pretty cool. It's like a helicopter thopter. Are they gonna come in here? Probably. I'll take it. And another one. Oh no. Huh. Gosh. Yeah, I think we do it. Get out of here, sages. Being a 2-for-1, I'm not sure how much better it's gonna get than that. And now we can attack. The goggles does make... Yeah, so we wouldn't have had much to do for a while. The goggles does make impeccable timing a lot worse. And I'm not sure what to do here, but it looks like the tiger is a bit better than anything else. I'm sure I'll learn the lesson well when I get blown out by something, but I also don't think there's any flash creatures. There's definitely instants, and they could have impeccable timing, but if they trade that for the patrol, I'm not worried. Yep, that is a Thragtusk. That will help win a game of Magic. For now, we can just try to race it. Yeah. Because it'll also be attacking for 6 with the goggles, and it'll be a 6/6. We can kind of go into the air. And it does have to tap to attack, so it is 1 less blocker they'll have. That trample is nuts, though. Why does it have trample? It doesn't need trample. I mean, I'm glad it has trample, but, you know, that's only because I'm playing it. Cool. Do I want to trade here? And if I want to trade, what do I want to trade with? And if they have a +2/+2 trick, is it worth running into that? So in order to beat they wouldn't attack here. Yeah, they just wouldn't attack here without the +2/+2 trick. Does it give it indestructible or hexproof? I think it gives it hexproof, so I'm going to block like this. And that is a fine trade. Oh no! The courage! Alright, well, at least this guy gets a counter, so no regrets. I wasn't thinking about that one. But it's not the end of the world. Like, we still traded 1-for-1 with a trick. 5 mana for 1 mana, sure. It was a bit of a blowout. The way to play there would have been to block with both. But then we would have just lost both, so it's no, you know. And we would have lost both pretty easily. Gosh. The beats continue. continue getting these assemblers out, because at least they can block somewhat. Problem now is we need to find another threat, like a flyer. The ground is thoroughly gummed up by servos. Fumigate would be a good draw. Oh yes. Oh yes, Fumigate would be a great draw. I'm going to be a little tricky here. I'm going to attack with an assembler and hope they make like a servo. Maybe that was dumb. I can't imagine them blocking with the Stomper. Right? Oh, Fumigate. There's no counterspell they could play in white-green. There's no, like, your creatures gain indestructible that I can think of. Yes, do it. It's not like they'd be able to keep the servo anyway, but... Oh, they're taking it too? Best bluff attack ever. Whatever, no one knows what to play around now, especially not bomb rares that you lose to no matter what. They have 9 energy too, so what the heck? I'm sure they have one of those little artifacts that just absorbs energy and gets +10/+10 in haste. And we're just dead, but until that happens, I'm happy playing it out here. Augmenter, it does make a lot of dudes that can crew this here Copter. In fact, next turn we can play like the Puzzle Knot, maybe the Assembler, and crew the Copter with the... oh shoot. That's okay actually. Our servo can trade with the mechanic if we play the timing. And yeah, that's pretty good too. We've got the options. Definitely have the options here. If we Puzzle Knot, how many mana do we have next turn? That's 4. It's 3 things, so it's 7 total to get all the value out of it. If we attack with the servos and we want an impeccable timing, then we can't do this and extort it, so to speak. Yeah. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to crew it with the Augmenter, because I don't want that to die. I'm just going to maximize the greed. Attack with all these things. Oh, you monster. Could crew it again. Alright, well at least we know they don't have anything else here. But I will trade a servo and an impeccable timing for this 3/4. That could have been wrong. I don't know. Oh, now we have plenty of mana here. Alright, so let's extort 3 times. Oh, that's not the one we want to yield to. Here it is. Yes, but we want to not use white mana. And then we want to use some white mana. To be fair, it would have been better to wait till their turn to sacrifice it. But I don't have time for that. Nobody has time for that. So this puts them at what, 3? Ooh. The Whisper Weaver Angel is better if we have like 1 more mana. I'll just go with the Assembler. It's the same amount of extortion this turn. No, we don't have any left. Now they know our limits. Alright, up a game in the finals, and we haven't seen their big finale for all this energy. So maybe we have that to look forward to. Fumigate saves the day again. Do not pass that card unless it's pack 3 and you open something good for your deck. Then you can pass it, but otherwise don't pass it. Open a foiled Chandra or something. But it's definitely one of the better cards in this set. You see how it's playing out here. Well, we're kind of pre-sideboarded now. We took out the train. There it is. It does play well with Fumigate. That's one thing to note. Like, this won't kill our Adara Express unless for some reason you activated it before casting Fumigate. Man, what else is there? Takedown? Nah, it doesn't really strike me as that great. There's just a lot of energy. A lot of energy stuff. They might even side out some of their 2/1s because of Make Obsolete. That's fine with me. Submit like this. We can expect to be on the draw. And that's okay too. Alright, this hand 14, 50. We have like 16 cards we can draw, so like half our draws will be land. We just have to get up to 4 mana by turn 4. And we're expected to do that. They're on 6. I'm going to keep this. Since we have our green, it does mean a lot more of our draws are alive to be mana. That's another thing to note, is like what you meet in the finals. We're meeting a green-white deck. Green-white just seems solid. Even from the spoilers, it looked solid. Just the rates on all these creatures. 4 mana 4/4s with trample, 5 mana 5/4s with trample. And both of them have upside from there. Gosh, come on. We need that. We need the land. Do it. Do it. At least we can play it. Can even block with it, which I will do. Ooh, Arborback Stomper. Okay, well there's our land. Finally. We can't hunt the weak the Stomper, so not even going to try. And I will make a servo, because that is just one more power. Like, some part of me wanted to make a 4/4 just to like block this Stomper, but this is, you just block with 2 things, and that's even better. Ah, and they're not attacking. The other reason was like, maybe it'd be better at hunting the weak something, but that's also not a great reason there. It still doesn't stack up so well. You know what I might do, though, is kill this Fairgrounds Trumpeter with a Hunt the Weak. If that's their big plan, is to make this guy a ton bigger, we can stop that now. And we have a single creature that can block the Stomper now, which is a little safer. Yeah, it's a little better. 5 mana will be our sweet spot here. It would kind of suck not to get there, but at least we have Copter. And if instead of drawing land we draw a 2-drop, that's not the end of the world. Oh, come on, attack us. Do it. No, they didn't do it. Alright, we did draw the land. The Stomper is annoying. It equips for 2 up to a 7/7. I think we need to play the Stomper here, because then we can try to double block their Stomper with our servo and our Stomper. Keeping this Chief around. Ooh, maybe we could have played Self-Assembler. But if they kill the Chief, that's really bad for us. In any case, I want to keep the chief around to make all of our self-assemblers much better. Come on, don't have anything. No more fight spells. Okay, more energy. Good deal. And now we are at 6. 7 will be another good number. Then we can play some kind of, well, 2 things in 1 turn again. And their Stomper is now the best blocker. The best ever blocker. We do have to be worried about that, not Nature's Claim, but the 3-mana thing that kills an artifact. That'll kill the chief and just instant speed be a debuff to all of our artifacts. Wow, Visionary's good here. Might even be the play. Like, going wide doesn't help that much when they're at such high life, and we can't attack past them. But it does let us play the Copter, and that is a really good thing to be doing. So, yeah, servo time. In the case that we have to run out Fumigate, we do gain more life for killing more of our own creatures. Can't imagine that happening, though. Ooh, the Trinketer. It's getting more and more likely. So what's the real plan here? The real plan is to... I think the real plan is just to try to race now with a flyer. What do we tap? Let's tap Chief. There's just no way I'm going to block with it. And there's no kill target tapped creature. Maybe there is. I mean, it's kind of a white effect, but I can't think of one. Yeah, let's loot. Shoot. Do we want to get rid of an assembler? No, I don't think we do. I think here, as unfortunate as it is, we have to get rid of a tune. We're live to draw another one. Oh, let's think about it, though. Yeah, let's get rid of it. We can always find our thing the other way, just by drawing it, or finding our other attune. And I really don't want to get rid of a creature. Even a lousy 5/5. It is late enough in the game where maybe, you know, playing Make Obsolete later isn't that bad for us. What? Really with this? 6/5. So we're really trying to do 8 damage to that thing. Let's double up on it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. If they kill Chief and make it bigger, it's still not enough to survive. Yeah, this is a fine block. I don't understand this attack, but we'll learn our lesson soon enough, I guess. I'm not going to try to chump block a Trampler. Just deal with it now. Well, yeah, what could it be? Multiple pump spells? Or they'll just trade it with our Arbor back. The other thing I can think of is like aerial maneuver, and they gain 5 life, but then they lose a 1/1 counter and we don't lose anything. Sure. God, this format's been really good so far. It's hard to tell how much you'll like a format later, but for now, it's really interesting. There's a lot of different archetypes that work well. Green is strong, but draft is self-correcting. Yeah, okay, they're just gonna trade. Their big Arbor back for my small Arbor back. I don't mind that at all. The +1/+3, that gives something reach, right? So if they use that on Master Trinketer, I'm going to lose my Copter or my Harrier. And make obsolete wouldn't save us there. Yeah, I pretty much just lose that for free. That's okay. No big deal. Do we also want to just attack with everything? They can make a servo, but they can't block much else that well. So they can block 4 things here. They would need 8 mana to make 2 things because they have the filtering. So I'm assuming they have like the +1/+3 to kill any creature they want. And they'll block 4 creatures. 1 flyer gets through. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they take 4, but they lose 2 creatures. I'm just going to attack all out here. Or they can kill that guy, sure. Wow, I'm kind of surprised they didn't kill the chief, but now I don't want to attack with my Harrier. Oh well, I will anyway. I'll still attack with everything. It didn't change that much. If I lose my Harrier, I at least want to get some free damage in with the servos, because attacking those into a 4/4 is usually going to be bad. Yeah, but that's fine here. And they might have a kill spell, like a harpoon shot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are they taking 10? They're still at pretty high life, to be fair. Alright, that's our last one in hand, so we don't need to search. And we don't need to shuffle. Alright, Master. Oh, they do have an answer for it. Creeping Mold is good. We can kind of assume they don't have the +1/+3 spell there because maybe they would have used it to kill the Harrier. It's still a bit unclear. In any case, our attacks are still good like this. If they want to, well, yeah, if they want to kill the servo with the Trinketer, I'm fine with that. They don't have the mana to make another servo, so are they going to trade it off, or do they have a pump spell? That's the question. Okay. Yep, we still get a bit of damage in, and the servo turned out to be a fine attack. Let's keep playing these guys. And we didn't even need Fumigate to win. Assuming we're winning, which is not necessarily clear yet. It's pretty clear. But it's Magic, so you never know. Prophetic Prism to hand, or maybe a land. Prism would be cool, but it would leave them without 4 mana to make a servo. Then again, if they really just need to draw that, they need to draw something. So what's it going to be? Right now, they are not dead, but they've thrown in the towel, so we got it. We're one of the first whatever people to get a undefeated trophy. So for a brief time, we'll be at the top of the list here. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your drafts. Maybe I'll see you at Grand Prix Atlanta.